guys, I just thought I'd make a video or whatever because today I know people was asking me about how I found out I was pregnant with my baby girl. And I don't know if you guys know, but well, y'all probably see on my TikTok that this is not my first baby. I got 2 sons and everything. I don't know if y'all can see the belly because I'm sitting down in front of the tree. But basically, I just wanted to talk about how I found out I was pregnant. Basically, y'all guys don't know, but I lived in Florida for 3 years. Well, 2.5 years. I stayed in Florida with the father of my children, and we relocated from Detroit, and we stayed there for a long time. My second son was 1 year old when we left, or I believe he was 4 months. Yeah, he was 4 months when we left. So yeah, I had was raising my 2 sons out there in Fort Myers, Florida. It was pretty like iffy and everything, but it was rocky, but we did it, you know, and everything. So upon me moving back to Detroit, I found out that I was pregnant again. Oh my God. And when I found out I was pregnant again, I had mixed emotions or whatever. And like, I just didn't know if I really wanted to go through with my pregnancy. So this is how it all happened. Basically, I flew in from Florida on May the 17th, 2023, on May 17th, and I had been doing a lot of stressing and hectic moving around or whatever. I had to do a lot of stuff like ship my car, move my furniture, everything. I was still finding another place in the city of Detroit. So I really wasn't keeping track of my cycle or anything like that because we were living life every day and I wasn't really paying attention to it. So I'd say after like May, we finally, when we got here in the middle of May in Detroit, we started to settle down. I found my place. We started moving into our place and everything. And one morning, I would say it was around like June 17th or something like that, when I started feeling like I had a virus or something, like something was going on. I was so sick and everything, like I started throwing up a lot and everything like that, but I was still like in denial. I was like, I don't think it's a baby. Even though I had been pregnant 2 times already before, I was just like, no, I don't know if this is it or whatever. So I was just like, whatever. So I pushed it off because I really wanted to like drink and have fun. It was June. So I was like, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not about to just like put that on myself. So after that, I started, I was just like putting it in the back of my mind. So then when the 1st of July came around, I started to panic because I was like, oh my God, I haven't had my cycle and everything like that, because I was like, okay, by the 4th of July, if I don't see nothing, I think I'm pregnant. So Lord and behold, came the 4th of July, everybody was partying, we went out to eat, I went to go eat, and I had like some fast food or whatever, ended up getting sick, throwing up, but I was thinking like maybe it was because of my drinks, because I had been drinking or whatever. So I was like, okay, it might be the drinks. So after the 4th of July, I take this drastic trip to Walmart because I was like, I'm hungry, I want all of this food or whatever. So I go to Walmart and I go super shopping, and while I was in the aisle, I just got really sick. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sick and I'm hungry. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the little counter, grab some of those wings. Once I went to the counter and grabbed those wings, I had ate the wings while I was shopping because I'm like, I'm so hungry. And I was like, you know what? I got to take the pregnancy test. So I went to go and grab a pregnancy test out of the aisle, and I hurried up and marched over to the bathroom so that I can pee on that stick and see what's going on. So while I went to the restroom to pee and everything, and once I started settling in, once it started settling in after I peed on that stick, I was like, I think this is about to be positive. So I'm like, oh my God, 3 kids. So I started tripping, right? So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna throw it in my purse and I'm gonna keep shopping. So I shopped the whole time, I checked out, I go home and everything, and I look back into my bag to look at the pregnancy test, and boom, it was positive. And I was like, oh my God, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. 3 kids. It's terrible. I got 2 sons already. So I was just like, I don't think I want this baby. So my plan was to just hurry up and terminate the pregnancy. But I was just like, okay, I don't know if I want to terminate this pregnancy, because I know once I have this baby, I'm not having kids anymore. I don't believe I want to have children anymore. So it was right before my 30th birthday. So that was really like a big thing for me, because that was the last year of me being in my 20s, and I wanted to spend that doing it up and like having a good time, drinking and stuff. But I was like, you know what? It's okay, because I know after this situation, I will never put myself in this situation again. And I'm going to be massively responsible afterwards, right? So I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to go through with it. I got to about 13, 14 weeks, and I started having second thoughts again, because abortions are still legal at that time. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not that far. I can still just get rid of it. But something told me like, no, you don't want to get rid of this baby. It's going to be a special baby. I think you want to keep this baby. You know, you're going to be 30. I think this is something you might want to do. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to keep the baby. So I got to like 16, 17 weeks, and I found out it was my baby girl. And I was like, oh my God. And it made me so excited, because I was thinking if I would have aborted the baby, then I wouldn't be having my daughter, my only daughter. And I plan on keeping it like that. So I thank God now that I know it's a girl and everything, and I'm going on 30 weeks. And yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. I took a pregnancy test at Walmart. I was feeling so sick. And by the time I got home from that Walmart trip, I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up the story for the people who was asking me. Yeah, and just comment below and tell me like what you guys want to hear, or any stories y'all want from me. I will be more than happy to share with y'all. And